Oh, so close to me, you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard. Boulevard. Oh, so close to me, you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard.
man, the king, the god, this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies versus the World is a podcast every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution within the fans to unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies versus the World, 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
Oh, so close to where you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the World podcast. Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to the Captain's Corner podcast. I'm Captain Dave. On tonight's podcast, all four men discuss on H2O running off of the door match of Casanova Valentine versus Jimmy Lyon. Last Saturday's show for a fundraiser for Jimmy Chondo Lyon, plus all the upcoming Blvd Bullies events and more. Now your host, the merch guy, Brian Ginsberg, Heartbreak Kid, Sean Nazario, Larry, the motherfucking legend, and our well-respected leader of the Blvd Bullies, PJ, Patrick, the whole effing show, James. That is something that I could not even write myself. Those were the words of Captain Dave.
El Capitan.
Welcome to Captain's Corner, y'all.
Welcome to Captain's Corner. It's a pleasure to be here in the corner of the captain.
Absolutely. Yo, y'all missed it. Could have been great members only footage. Larry showed up in a towel looking like Val Venus.
I like to wash up. I like to wash up before we go live. I like to just wash away the day that was. A lot of times I'm doing shit before we get together, and it is critical that I get my ass under some hot water.
I couldn't agree with you more.
So yeah, y'all missed it.
It is a very special program, a very special show. Each show is more special than the next. That means that every time you guys are watching, this is the most special day of all of our lives.
All of them.
This weekend, well, 2 weekends ago, we were all united as a family. Not even just the four of us, but even across flagship programming, all of us were together.
I did see Jedi Joe.
Shout out Prince, though. Prince wasn't there.
Prince wasn't
he was
there,
there in
but
spirit.
maybe next year. Maybe next year. But we had a great show. And then we had a great come home show last week. Then, in the middle of the week, we premiered our on-site productions.
Give me one that's unopened, please.
And Vinny Dudes fucking killed it. If you want to step your production game up, contact Vincent Dudes the Third.
Facts.
Yo, and now, this past weekend, it was very special for us because we had Blvd Bully ring announcers on each coast, east and west.
We did. Yes, indeed.
Yo,
yes, indeed.
Come on, dude. And Larry and Brian especially, he has created an environment where he is now getting memed, and we'll get to that later. And we'll get to XPW later because we have a boots on the ground from Larry. We have a review from Condom Head Bry. And also, there's probably a lot of deathmatch drama connected, which we'll get into.
Oh, my God.
But, Sean, I want to talk to you about your Thursday, Friday Masato Tanaka little run.
Yeah, it was dope. Masato Tanaka came through the Outlaw. He went up one-on-one with Bull James. There was some chair wielding action. Pants Bull James.
He's wearing pants now.
It's the Bray Wyatt tribute pants.
What did he used to wear? A singlet?
Yeah, with the boots.
Singlet, long pants, singlet.
So yeah, they went at it. It was a dope show. We had KG on commentary as always. Vinny Stigma was in the house.
Combined age of 3,000 years old.
Oh, come on.
Vinny
Leave the man
Stigma.
alone.
Fuck is Vinny Stigma?
See, I wasn't even burying Kevin Gill. Kevin Gill is only about like
New York hardcore band.
95.
New York Hardcore.
What band was he in, Patrick? Agnostic Front?
Agnostic Front.
Oh, okay. I know Vinny Stigma then. I know Vinny Stigma. Yeah, my bad.
He really just
I
acts
know.
like me at any wrestling show I've ever been to, except he's him.
Yeah, he's badass though. I'm not gonna lie. He's a badass
You would.
dude.
You fucking would. After you guys
He is.
deceived
He's
the
a
church,
badass dude.
you deceived the church. You told the parish that it was your final show, and then less than 4 weeks after that, you're running another show.
Listen, that has nothing to do with me at all. Okay?
Sean, as an MC, a ring announcer, a backstage guy,
You deceived the religion.
you have the letters of the company on you're wearing that cloak, brother.
Oh,
You can't
right on
fucking,
my
you can't
on my
fucking
chest.
like if the company does something that you don't like, be like, that's all them. No, you're them.
No.
You're them.
Like being in Blvd Bullies.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that soon, Brian.
We'll get to what
Because
being a Boulevard Bully
you know
has
what?
become.
You know what? Let's just get
Don't
to it.
deflect. Don't deflect, Sean.
Already? Can I give a shout out?
Go ahead.
All right. I want to shout out LA Wrestling Chick for sending me these edibles. They
Featurings?
sent me company. Yeah, LA Wrestling Chick. She wasn't at XPW this weekend because she had another thing, but she sent me a whole smorgasbord of her lucha treats.
That's
Lucha
dope.
treats. My brother is enjoying them right now. So I just want to shout her out. They're like astronaut food. That's my best way to get it. But
Okay.
very like an hour later.
Like dry.
Like astronaut food, very an hour later.
Airtight, frozen.
Mhm.
Dope.
Dope,
So she sent me
dry
like
ice.
8 of them, and they came right in handy before the flight to LA. So before you get into what you're getting into, Sean, I just want to shout out LA Wrestle Chick. Thank you. I missed you this weekend, and I'll see you next time we're in LA.
Hi, welcome to the program. I'm Brian Ginsberg. So, Sean, tell me more about Masato Tanaka. Did you talk to him? Did you ask him his entrance? How are his twins doing? How are his twin children doing?
He's
Trainer
good.
Sugar.
I'm pretty sure he was talking to them the entire time that he was there working. I got to do autograph session with him, which was pretty cool. We chopped it up for a little bit. He had his own cool little pins that he brought, which were like a hit. I guess that's like what everybody goes for when he's around. But yeah, bro, he was mad chill. And he went
Now,
out
Pat,
there.
how long ago was it that you couriered Masato Tanaka's ass around?
2018, 2019,
2018,
maybe?
yeah, going
5
into
years.
2019. My last GCW event
I
was actually
couriered him around. Yes, I indeed
yeah.
did.
And Sean, you've caught up now.
That I have. So yeah, that was
But
Thursday.
Pat didn't get to announce him. I commentated him. Pat didn't get to announce him.
No,
He
I
just-
did not get to announce him.
Didn't you have like a Walmart adventure with
We
the
had a
soccer
Walmart
puck?
adventure
Yeah, they did.
available now on YouTube. Please go watch the Walmart adventure. His wife was
How I do
expecting
that?
twins, and he, in fact, needed to stop at Walmart and buy American goods to bring back home for his twins.
He's a good father.
Hey, bro.
And then we were with Kiko Man, and it's in the video. You should watch it. But somebody
Taro
had
is
like
scary.
a half drank like Starbucks fucking like drink. You know, like the vanilla mocha like
Yeah.
store drinks. It was
that
like
mocha chocolate.
it was like half drank and just put on like a random shelf. And Kikutaro goes, "This is America. This is America."
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was a good time. And then they lifted me up at the end. They threw me in the air because I was their joyous gringo chauffeur.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
great time, honestly. That was 3 neon beanies ago.
I was mad at you. At the time, I was mad at you
3
because
neon
you were
beanies
just there as a
ago.
fawn. You were just there as a fawn.
Oh, Larry, I was moving. I was making moves.
Dude, I did Psycho Circus the night before. My voice was so fucking destroyed.
And that was the night that we took our selfie in front of the Christmas tree.
one of the most legendary
3 neon hats
selfies of
ago,
us
Larry.
all. Are you okay?
Me? No. I'm in deep turmoil, Larry. Let's talk about it. Therapy time. Oh, you're not talking to me. Hey, let's get to Larry's favorite part of the show.
My favorite part.
What is that?
My favorite
It's
part.
giveaway time featuring Brad Bantake Bry, the meme guy. By the way, full disclosure, Brian, you have hooked me on boom boxes, and when the weather is above 75 degrees, I drink one on the way home. And today was one of those days.
Yeah, beatbox frozen margarita weather
Also
for
did
sure.
quite a bit.
Yo, I mean, Beatbox needs a marg flavor.
Ooh.
What flavor-
what flavor did you get? What beatbox did you drink?
I mean, I prefer now fruit punch, but fruit
Please.
punch is extremely red. Makes the mouth
Would
red.
you put that on out?
So now
You
I'm
put it
doing
out there,
Avril
yeah.
Lavigne sponsored pink
It wasn't
lemonade.
What is that?
You
Like
said
a,
you're
like a
drinking
neutral color? I think
Avril
It's like a-
Lavigne
yeah.
lemonade.
Yeah,
like a neutral color. It's
They
not
have
even
a,
pink.
Beatbox has an
The
artist.
sugar will give you a hangover. The sugar in the beatbox will give you a hangover.
There is an artist series, a sponsored artist series of creator series of Beatbox, and it is Avril Lavigne Pink Lemonade, and there is an Avril Lavigne signature on the side of the Beatbox, and I just think that we should get a Blvd Bullies sponsored artist flavor, and it should look like a Newport box. Cigarette flavor.
I agree.
That's very funny. That's very
God
funny.
damn.
I dropped my cig in the beer I was drinking flavor.
I don't find anything funny, Brian.
I like things. That's funny to me. God damn it.
Hey, leave him alone. He likes things. Let's get to the giveaways.
I like giving things away too.
Hey, shout out
Yeah.
Alicia in the chat, Pork Chop City, Urka, John Richter,
Pork Chop City.
Dave, Captain Dave Osborne, fucking Bren, of course, and all the rest who watch before and after, Icarus in the chat. And, you know, these giveaways, these comments, they're going to be the normal people. So I can't stress this to you enough. If you're a new person, comment. Let's let some new people win some shit. All right, go ahead, Brian.
Right. So every week we show an item, which you can then comment on the video, the
Get to the
YouTube
point.
video.
Get to the
Yeah,
point.
get the
Sean,
exercise.
don't be rude. Don't be rude, Sean. I just started.
You good? Up and
You go ahead.
down,
Go
up
ahead.
and
All right,
down.
Sean. Sean, you take it away, Sean.
No, no,
Wait a
no.
minute.
You exerting
No, you-
more
you-
effort
you-
when you
Sean, you
banging
go.
bitches.
God
That's
damn it.
fine. You can finish. Go ahead.
No.
You interrupted
Sorry.
me already. You
I'm sorry
interrupted
for
me.
being rude. I'm sorry for being rude. Please continue.
It's okay.
Apology
It's okay.
accepted.
Apology accepted. Right. So we give away items every week, and you can comment on the YouTube video, not the live
Comment.
chat, but the
You can
YouTube
comment.
video.
Comment.
And then the next week we will read your comments,
Your
and
comments.
Patrick will do a randomizer, and
I don't
someone
give
will
a
be
fuck.
chosen.
Get out of here then.
Someone will be chosen, and you will win
You just
the
don't
item.
like hearing
that
about cum.
is
You
shown
do
the
not
week
like hearing
prior.
about cum at all.
And last
So,
week
no.
we
Who does?
showed
You know, I love it.
pleasure, a small finger
Oh, right,
pleasure,
the finger pleasure. Right, of course.
and a
These are
keychain vibrator,
The world's tiniest vibrator.
and
Yes.
also a 2022 collective GCW card set without the chase card.
Mm. Emil's in there?
I don't think Emil has a card in this one.
He better
I'm
not be.
I'm not
Emil's
sure.
definitely
He
got
might have a card.
cards.
He has cards. I'm not. The 2022, I'm not sure. I'm not 100%, but he might have one.
He better have a card. Brett's got 2 houses. He can afford a card for Emil.
Right. So
Fuck them both.
that's the giveaway. Do you want to read the comments? Or
Yes,
should
let's
I
read the comments from last week's Come Home show. CUM. Horror.
You scare
Pain.
people away when you mention cum.
I
That's
know,
all I'm
it's,
saying.
I know, but you know what? I can't help it. And you know, well,
You
I
like
guess-
being seedy.
yeah, it's just fun. It's like when I'm in an indie show and the guy next to me goes, "Twist his dick." I can't help but say, I can't help but wait
Twist
till a
his
quiet
dick.
moment and be like,
Twist his
"Have the
dick.
ref give you a blowjob." You know,
I particularly like matches where that said, where it's like a wrestler that I'm kind of like, oh, I see this motherfucker, but it never happens during swerve matches or ACH matches or.
all right,
AR
Larry,
Fox
that's enough.
matches.
That's enough, Larry. Horror,
Because those
pain,
matches
gore,
are so
death
good, you
says
can't fucking. Maybe a cheeseburger match, you know.
the Eat the Turnbuckle show was absolutely bonkers. Great seeing you guys and chatting it up in person. Can confirm that the thing that shall not be named at the place that shall not be named wasn't great, and the place with the billionaire backer at the other place was very underwhelming. ETT, easily the #1 experience of Mania Week. Put everything else to shame. Hell yeah. So, we bet on the right horse, guys. The Schlack syllabus horse. Axel Nose says...
Well,
Larry, you okay?
well, you know,
Yeah.
you know,
CCW
Pat,
Hall of Famer, ladies and gentlemen. Larry Legend,
well, you know, Pat.
former boat owner.
Well, you know, Pat.
Yeah.
You mentioned how there was a display at the end of the Eat the Turnbuckle event where you and I were outside and a fucking Uber pulled up.
Oh, well, I wasn't even going to bring it up on the show.
Hold on. And 3 individuals got out of that Uber.
The
And one
Uber
of those
that came
individuals that got out of
directly
that
from
Uber?
Hell's Gates.
One of those individuals that got out of that Uber had a mouthful of gold fronts.
Well, it's
Had a
Mania
mouthful
Week.
of gold fronts. Didn't see us. Didn't see us.
Well,
Hello? Until gangster ass Larry was like, hey,
oh, Larry,
You're my
this was
son.
the worst experience
Bro.
of my life. All right,
bro.
let's
bro.
not
I
talk
said,
in
hey.
generalities. What happened
said,
is
I said, hey, you're my son. Come over here and embrace your father. I said, come embrace your father.
but really his biological father was standing just mere feet away, looking at the wallpaper of his phone. For those of you who don't know what Larry is fucking talking about, I was saying goodbye to Larry outside.
We were having a pre-match
A
event
post-match.
fog. We were having a post-match fog.
And, you know, who pulls up into... Larry, I wasn't even going to talk about this. I let you off the hook last week, but everyone should know.
We talked about so much, you didn't get to bring it up.
I
I'm
chose
continuing
not
this
to. I chose not to. But who gets out of the car? But shiny mouth Cass. Fucking long-haired, I'm the second best referee in the world, Cuck Steve. And, you know, his billionaire backers featuring Nate Webb and somebody else who shall not be named.
Oh, were you not saying that person's name?
And,
But
and it was
continue.
like, and I say to you, Larry, Larry, let me check my on-site checklist right now. Let me see who it's on site with because I'm a little worried right now.
Are y'all listening to this? Brian,
Let me check my on-site. So
Mhm.
okay, so I'm not too proud to go stick my head in a sewer just to avoid somebody whose face I don't want to see. You know,
Out of
So I
sight,
was-
out of mind.
I was fine
Out
to
of sight,
just
out of mind.
turn my back and saunter away. You know, I got nothing to prove to nobody. You know, listen, I'm not coming to your show trying to flex. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. Oh, you know what we should do? I'm calling the Uber. Whatever. So
Aaron is the one who got them.
he was a
Aaron
double
is
agent,
the one who
and
got
I
them.
was nice to this motherfucker every single time. I'm cordial. I pay the fucking price, dude.
Aaron.
I should have
got them
pie
there.
faced him. I should have fucking hiya. What the fuck are you doing
I
here?
like Aaron. Aaron's my
So unassuming,
bubble.
you know.
He's my bubble.
So he was like, "Yeah, hello, Cass. This is your cousin, Marvin Berry. You know that sound you've been looking for? Come to this venue." Right? So whatever. So I'm happy to tuck tail and get the fuck around the corner and keep like hanging out.
Drinking. Smoke.
Drinking, smoking, chilling. And Larry, in all his fucking satanic possessed state, because we all know that Larry Ron Nemi said it. You were possessed at the pizza place when you called the sparkling water by its full name. You were possessed
Saratoga Springs sparkling water.
Yeah, hello, I'll have one. I'll have one Saratoga Springs sparkling water, please. Yeah, Larry was on one all day, and he goes, hey, don't you ignore me.
That's right.
And I was like, no, Larry, no. Larry.
That's right.
No. And then in the fucking most bubblegum Barbie the movie fake ass display of temporary tattoo that I've ever seen in my fucking life, they hug and kiss like they're in the mafia. They hug and kiss each other right on the lips.
Double cheek, double cheek,
kiss.
dude?
Double
and lips. Double cheek and lips.
Double cheek and lips and a little tongue, and they grabbed each other's crotches too.
And a little tongue.
And they were like, "I love you. I love you too."
No.
And he goes, I wasn't ignoring you. I wasn't ignoring you. I was ignoring. Larry's like, I love you. I miss you. I love you. I miss you.
You know I love you.
Oh my God.
He said, you know I love you.
Yeah, and if you OD'd at a skate park, he'd drag you off by your hair,
I know,
dude.
that's why you're here.
Oh, fuck out here. Yeah. And I since forgave you, and I wasn't going to bring it up last week, but I'm glad you brought it up, Larry. It's the hair, dude. It's evil, Larry. Oh, I've been muted this whole time.
No,
I'm just kidding.
No.
Okay, hey, more comments. Tony Norman says, damn it, Gins. Stop making Larry scream at you. Larry, you have been screaming at Brian. Since you made up with Casanova WrestleMania weekend, you have been screaming at Brian a lot more. Do you care to comment?
Well, all I want to say is that I empathize. I'm not trying to say I side with anybody
Here we go.
who has left XPW. I don't side with them, nor do I side with you, Brian Ginsburg, Bad Take Bride, because look at your fucking moniker. It's always a bad take with you.
Don't break this up. Don't make this about Brian.
Regardless of that, I'm saying regardless of the bad take that permeated the deathmatch community, I cannot not empathize with Jasmine, because I may someday be that performer that gets more or less chess piece played into a thing that promotes the thing without my consent, just because the guy who pays me is like, that's really funny.
Oh, boy.
That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry for yelling at you, Brian. I love you, and I love the conversation and the dialogue
that word again.
You start.
There's that word again.
I gotta participate too. And I'm not John Hammer. I am not Andy Dude. I'm not a fan. I'm a participant like Jasmine St. Clair. And although there are things about me outside of wrestling that a lot of people know about, and a lot of people could create a fucking meme or a fucking GIF or fucking whatever to fucking be like, yeah, Larry. I want it to at least run by me. I don't want a fan coming up with me blowing a bunch of juicy hot dogs while working at a coffee shop, because that happens to be what I really do, which could then compromise my job at the fucking coffee shop, because the promoter is like, that's really funny. I have to empathize with the performer, Brian. I love you and I love Jasmine, but I cannot not say that me as a fucking Hall of Famer could become a victim to somebody that just thinks something's funny.
I understand.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
I'm just saying, dude.
Everyone's allowed to have their opinion.
Okay.
They are.
Well, hey,
and
balls.
You're allowed to make funny shit. But
but not everyone thinks my shit's funny. So just because some people will think it's funny and some people won't, and that's what comedy is. Like,
I don't think it's comedy at this point, Brian.
But that's
allow me to butt in, Larry. I'm sorry, but it's not comedy at this point when you're affecting the majority.
Well,
and it's not just the people that are being directed; it's the people around you because of your actions. That's why I step in, because now I'm dealing with the shit.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, think about it. How long does it take for me to start bearing the repercussions of what Brian said, because we fucking carry the same banner? We're both Blvd Bullies. The four of us represent
did you get confronted?
Bullies.
Well, Sean, I mean, you did make a Mania weekend of seeking out haters and confronting them intellectually. But you're saying that it's come to your doorstep now. Somebody's rang your bell.
Yeah, very much like Larry said, I'm not a fan sitting on the opposite side of the guardrail. I'm a performer. And what's happening is in the performance world, the fans get a kick out of it because they see the shit that's going on behind stage when they're not supposed to.
Jasmine being
And it
going,
just
Slava.
becomes a fucking domino effect of fucking, excuse my language, just bullshit.
Hey, let's get back to the giveaways. Balls to the wall. First time commenter says this episode's giveaway is sponsored by Robin Bird. Do we know who Robin Bird is?
Of course we do. Legendary New York, Manhattan. What was it called? Manhattan Neighborhood Network?
Yeah, MNN 35 at 10 o'clock.
He would have like quasi. Remember Ron?
Who's watching Larry Bird right now?
Yo,
Larry Bird.
Honestly, I have to say that Jedi Joe,
Robin.
the final comment, had the best one, where he said, "Right back on the bullshit," which is exactly what we did. We had the fancy table show, which everybody should go back and watch. We had the fancy table match in front of like a packed house at Eat the Turnbuckle's final show.
You know
at
what?
The Underground Arts.
Jedi Joe wants to be on a show that's as talked about as Blvd Bullies versus the World. I'm sorry. That's what that's all about. Jedi Joe wants to be on the show where Larry's fucking freaking out.
We like Flagship Joe, though. I
We
agree with
do.
you.
We do, but that's where that comment comes from. You know, passive Pat, sort of mellow Pat. That's Rampage.
I'm very mellow now.
That's Rampage, okay? We're Dynamite.
Explode.
Yo, when I asked Hillbilly about Lowlife Louie's costume on Hardcore Hillbilly and Hardcore Hillbilly dressing up like Lowlife Louie, in a shocking turn of events, Necro Butcher said, "It's an inside joke that nobody's going to get. Are we AEW or are we WWE?" My response is like, well, obviously we're neither by a long margin. But I see what you're saying. Thank you, Papa.
In the echelon of podcasting, do we want to go along the path of a billionaire son or a fucking billionaire machine?
Hey,
We're billionaire machines. We know kids. We know trust fund kids. Ain't a goddamn trust fund kid on this shit. Ain't a goddamn trust fund kid on this shit.
John Richter, horror, pain, death, gore, kill. Alex knows. Tony Norman, balls to the wall, first time commenter. And you know what? I'm throwing in Jedi Joe. Just because if he wins, I know that you guys will all be triggered. Let's do it. Tony Norman wins the giveaway. Brian, what does he win?
He's winning the self-pleasurers, the self-pleasuring devices, the
Finger
self-pleasuring
pleasurers.
devices, and the pack of GCW Collective, called that, 2022 cards. 2022.
It's
yes.
Larry's favorite part of the show. And what is the giveaway this week? Do we
The
have
giveaway, yes, we do, in celebration of Eric Ryan's big win at XPW Baptized in Blood 4.
massive
We're going
dub?
to give away massive dub
He
against
grew up
Schlack.
watching Baptized in Blood 1.
18 years ago, he would have never believed it. But we're going to give away these 3 ICW Eric Ryan cards and also a signed Eric Ryan 8x10.
Wow. We should have
Signed
Eric
on
Ryan
his
on
Who's
the
that
show.
photo by?
It
Who's
is
that photo
by
by?
Red Shoes Media.
Just
And
want
it's
you to
also
say his name.
it's an ICW
Just want you to
card
say his name.
and
Just want you to
Deathmatch
say
Down
his name.
Under. It's a death. It's this might be from when they were in Australia,
Down Under.
Down Under. But it's signed on his head. And the 3 cards.
Love it. Congratulations to Eric.
Comment
Young.
on this video, but not the live video, the YouTube
Right,
video.
the vidya.
Sean, can I speak to you for a moment?
Sure.
By the
This is
time
East
that I
and
got
West
to
Coast,
Eric,
East and West Coast talking right now.
by the time I got to Eric Ryan versus Schlack, I was pretty much spent. Because my job at XPW is commentary and ring announcing.
Yeah.
But I gave it the old heave ho. I gave it the old 1-2. The old it's
Mhm.
about to go down for that main event.
Yeah.
And I've got to tell you that as tired as I was when I announced Eric Ryan as the undisputed king of the death, and Schlack sold it and started like kicking the rope. Like, I can't believe Larry just said that. Bro, it filled me with so much energy that I was a part of this whole setting of the table. That dude, I killed that Schlack intro without hesitation. I bodied that shit in the name of the Blvd Bullies. But it was that the worker working with me when I am doing my shit that fucking I was Samantha Irvine at the LA church when it was time to announce Schlack. And I just want to share that moment with you because I actually kind of hesitated. I hesitated to announce Eric Ryan as the undisputed king of the death because, I mean, Schlack held both belts. So what the fuck is Eric Ryan? I would be referencing some IWA Mid-South shit. I would basically be referencing some IWA Mid-South shit and some no-holds-barred shit. But I did it, and Schlack fucking approved, and bro.
Making me hype.
Bro, it was like one of my finest moments of 2024 because I was tired of shit. I was tired as fucking shit.
That's
bro, but I rang hell's bells. I rang hell's bells. And Schlack doing that little fucking deal, kicking the rope, like, fuck you, Larry. Why the fuck are you calling him that shit? In the moment, like, made me get down into the belly of the beast, bro.
You see when it comes from the body.
I just want to mention that because it was like out of everything that happened on that show, the carnage that was, the commentator fucking, calling Mickey a pork chop, which was my fault. My bad, everybody from the deathmatch community. I'm sorry for letting
Why is that your fault?
Fucking fan get on there, and fuck it up. But my highlight for the show,
I feel like you should pick the fans a little better.
Yes. Well, the fan did all right the first two opportunities that they got. They did all right. One time with me at the Christmas show. What was the Christmas show? Merry fucking Christmas?
Yeah.
I was late for that, and they did commentary with me. And before that, at whatever the Van Nuys show was, the last Van Nuys shows, I plucked the fan from the crowd because Deathmatch Black Stoner Jeff Anderson told me, yo, this guy is fucking making us all laugh. He said, this guy in the crowd is making us all laugh. Similar to you, Pat. Similar to when I first fucking was like, oh, this motherfucking Blvd Bully.
This guy's not on my level.
Well, maybe he's the new you.
Maybe
you're all polished.
Who isn't? I'm the old Brian.
You're the new. Yeah, you're the corporate Pat. You're corporate Kane. And this guy right here that fucked up the broadcast in true Bullies fashion.
He's the new me. Now I'm Brian. Yeah. Brian is a god.
Yeah.
Brian's just in the
There is
Matrix.
no god. There is only Schlack.
Did you have a moment like that at Outlaw?
Yeah.
Sean, that was like,
with Tanaka.
Yeah?
Yeah, because like over there, I think like I've been able to, I know I've been able to like really work with like some old school New York ECW like legends like Mikey Whipwreck, a little Guido, you know what I'm saying? Now I got a Masato Tanaka, like I've worked Homicide. So it's like the old school strong style guys always get me because you always want to announce them like with, you know what I'm saying? Like put some weight on my name. You know what I'm saying? And that's your job as an announcer.
Like wait for them to come out, music plays, they do their deal, and then it's like a quiet. It's quiet for the announcement. I know what you mean.
I'll post it so you can see it. But like when I did, I think I shared it with you guys. When I like announced him, I just felt it come from like the bottom of my gut. Like it came from within me. And I like, you know what I'm saying? This is who he is. Boom. And like, yeah, it was dope. Whenever I get to like announce a legend like that, like I appreciate it more than like just stepping in the ring and having the opportunity to announce. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the guys that make you want to ring announce and work in the business and stuff like that. So
thank you, 41.
It's Guido Maritato, right? Maratata. That's it. Yeah.
It's like Hakuna Matata.
Yeah. That's right.
Something. Cody Rhodes. Hey, so let's talk about how Brian is destroying XPW from the inside like a cancer, rotting it out.
I think it's unbelievable that you would blame just one single person
Well,
for anything.
if I had to,
all I do is make posts. Like if you're like, that's crazy to me.
Well, let's get to the deathmatch.
I make
Sean.
such a disturbance that I'm destroying things by making a post as a fan.
Yeah, well,
Well, I think it's that you get FaceTimed by the fucking owner.
Well,
I think it's more that
nobody can
Andy
prove
Lawler
that.
ain't getting FaceTimed by the owner. Tony Norman, deathmatch elite fucking icon, ain't getting FaceTimed by Rob Black or DJ Hyde or Brett Lauderdale.
Because I'm cooler than them.
Maybe that's the issue.
Oh wow! I'm
Yeah.
cooler. You heard it here, folks. That's what it is.
You heard it here. You heard it here first.
I'm cooler than them. So are you
Yeah.
cooler than everybody at this point? Is that what it is?
Hold on, guys. Let's not pile on to Brian.
If everybody
just
thinks
stated
I'm
facts.
Brian, who does everybody
I
think
just
Brian
stated
is?
facts. For whatever reason, Brian's on the board of directors. He's on the board of directors. And maybe that's because he's nestled right in between our fucking half horse man ass. Maybe that's what gives him the shine.
Both of you are on a fan show.
We
Me and Patrick are mere fans. I mean, I used to be the only fan. Sean took Patrick's job.
I'm long retired.
Patrick can
I was
always
the only one that was a fan.
And he's a
on
skilled
the show.
referee. Thank you, goddamn much.
Right.
Thank you.
He's a skilled no ring referee, and he's still a pro. Pat, you were trained, right? Who trained you?
Mike Verna and Rex Lawless trained me.
Didn't Maria Manic train you?
And Maria Manic trained me, yes.
And I bet you,
and many others, honestly.
I bet you that's more training than Mittens ever received ever.
Oh my God, yo, let's stop the record right now and let's get into this deeply dynamic discussion that has been fucking percolating in my brain all fucking mere minutes.
Yeah.
Which is Cat Martini dead weighted a move by Mickey Knuckles, sandbagged a move, and the most untrained of the untrained, friend of the program, Mittens, called out Cat Martini for being like a bad wrestler, which, yo, that's like Samantha.
Call her out for only being involved in the show as champion because she was the wife of the scumbag Carney promoter.
How dare he? And, and by the way, if you go back, and I implore you, go back and watch these on-site pods and go back and watch the match. If you watch the match between Pondo and Hillbilly, there is a moment that is exactly like me and Mittens live in studio, where like the plan was for you to kick me in the belly as I rear back my tubes. And you are now frozen in time. And I am holding the tubes going like...
I caught this moment on my Instagram. I know what you're talking about.
Kick me. I'm 2 seconds away from smashing you. Please kick me. Right? So Hillbilly and Pondo had that same moment. Mittens and I had that same moment. And Cat Martini had a moment. And by the way, she already had taken a Death Valley driver through a door, much like Larry took from Joe Gacy, NXT superstar, right? So it's like, it's kind of almost, in my opinion, I saw the footage, I saw the discourse about it. In my opinion, it's almost like that happened on purpose to make that discussion happen, where it's like, oh, more heat. Cat Martini doesn't belong in a ring. Because she had taken the Death Valley driver and then sandbagged like the final move, which, by the way, long-term storytelling, was the move where she landed on Tessa Blanchard's face in the last show.
And Pat, that last part right there is called psychology, Daddy.
Yeah.
She'd already experienced that shit.
Right. So she was like, no,
Yeah, she was like, I got this. Just fucking dead weight this bitch. She won't be able to do it.
And she had already taken the bigger move moments before.
Yes.
Right.
Also,
so Mittens commenting on this is really just exposing his own fucking ignorance. Because it's obviously part of long-term storytelling. Right? Am I wrong?
Go ahead, Brian.
Well, on the Rob Black podcast.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
I was ready to go, but I pitched it to him.
You pitched it to me. He pitched it to me. You pitched it to me.
Yeah,
on
it's
the
your
Rob
turn.
Black
It's his
show,
turn. Let him go.
Rob was saying
Let
that
him
Sean
go.
just searching for a song to sing.
she took the Death Valley Driver, and then after that, she was like, she didn't really know what was going on. It knocked her silly.
Knocked her silly.
I mean, she took a pretty intense. Hold on.
She-
What I was gonna say was actually, y'all, when Nikki first forearmed her, she rocked her fucking head.
Yeah, she
When
knocked her in the
I was
mouth.
on
Yeah,
the ringside,
brutal.
I was standing ringside. When Nikki first hit her, I was like, yo, Nikki just rocked this bitch hard as shit. That first. Then the Death Valley Driver. Then picking her fucking rock from the forearm Death Valley Driver up for the pump handle deal. It all made it all
XP Dub gonna XP Dub.
read.
Fuck off, dude. Like IC Dub ain't gonna IC Dub.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. We all the letters, they're letters. You know what I mean? Like, it's all
Yeah, they're all
never
they're
great.
all the
It's
Grats.
all never
They're
great.
all Effie. They're all Janela. They're all DeMonto. They're all Lauder.
Yeah, we're
They're
all
all
just
high.
trying our best here.
Yeah.
My
yeah,
favorite
bro.
part of XPW is the memes that have now been created about Brian. Sean, can you walk us through some of Brian's most hated memes of the week?
I want to, but I don't want to.
Right. No.
And you want to know why?
The guy who
You wanna
has
know why?
pants
Sean-
now. The memorial pants
Sean
guy.
was pulled up on. Sean was pulled up on, y'all. But on your actions, Bri, he was pulled up on while he's
But-
trying to do his job.
So I think
But
what bothers me
that's still comical to me because not one person has messaged me.
but it's not
indiv-
comical to me. Bro.
I under, but you should send them my way, brother.
We do.
Someone,
We
if someone
come
comes,
to Gins.
I'm
Are you and Jeff
serious.
Anderson?
So you're
Are you
telling
and Jeff
me-
Anderson
you're telling me
still
that-
still tight?
You're telling me that this
Are you and
show
Simon
Bad Take
Kingpin
Bri
still tight?
sold a ticket. You're telling me that this show and Bad Take Bri sold a ticket to confront you. How did they go?
If
Tell
people
us.
are angry at somebody, they should talk to that person. Sean has nothing to do with what I do on my free time, on my personal page. It's not posted for Boulevard Bullies.
But I'm
It's not-
directly.
I
but
think
that's
the guy
though,
hated
Brian.
Sean and blamed Brian.
What I'm saying, okay, if they come to you, that you're involved with me, I am who I am. I've been who I am. I'm Bad Take Bri since before you arrived.
He is the bad take.
It's not good. It's not
That's
good.
just who
He's
I
the bad
am,
take.
who I am, and that's what it is. And if you want to talk to me, here I am.
Has Slava
Message me.
Oh
messaged
boy.
you
Oh
directly?
boy.
No.
Wow.
No, the last message that I had with Slava, I wished him a happy birthday.
So now this is the thing. A lot of people don't talk to you anymore because of like the.
But that's what, if they don't want to, then they've
But no,
made
but
their
let-
choice.
Let me finish, bro. A lot of
Fuck.
people stop talking
Yeah,
to you.
some of
do
us
not
aren't
wanna
swinging on the
conversate with you
teats of whoever will.
because of what you're posting, like this, like the memes that you post, and it's like the deathmatch community is not as big as it seems. So, with that being said,
Oh, boy.
it's the cover of the newspaper every day when you wake up. It's literally the Brian Ginsburg is a topic of conversation, and not in a good way.
I mean, I like that. I like
because
that.
it's good, but like the contribution to what is actually being put out there is like hurting people. Like I had somebody come up to me and tell me how they were personally hurt by what you put up because they couldn't understand how somebody could find something so comical.
Yeah.
And it's
I can
hard
only
to
imagine.
argue.
I can only imagine the
hard to
IQ level of
argue.
that person.
It's hard to argue and defend you like I normally would do.
You don't have to defend me. Just send them to me.
But
Say,
it's not. It's not.
Because
that
it's not your.
simple,
It's not.
Brian.
It's not your problem.
I
It's not your
remember
problem.
my
Nah.
first
then it
6
becomes-
months.
It
Brian,
becomes
it
my
becomes.
problem.
Not if you
Because
say
I
it's not. Say
represent-
just tell the person. Just tell the person.
When
this is
This
not-
show
people,
I didn't make
This
when
is the worst
people
episode
get
ever.
an audience with the likes of me
Show sucks.
and the deathmatch doctor, and you're not around, they engage us about like, oh, Gens. I'm like, bro, fuck to Gens, but Gens ain't there. I'm there, so they're gonna keep talking to me. You know?
All
I
right.
don't feel
Well,
like these
guess what? Here we go.
conversations-
Ready for this?
What?
Yes.
I mean, you guys are basically both asking for it. So, Larry,
What? What's happening?
Sean,
Huh?
Guess what?
Why did you get
What?
so dark? Why are you getting so dark, Patrick?
Why are you so dark?
Guess
over
what,
there?
guys?
Oh.
Guess what, guys?
Starship Troopers.
You're both in jail. Larry and Sean. Larry and Sean for once. In jail. Mute.
I'll drink to that, brother.
And I don't appreciate either of your negativities. I remember my first few months of ring announcing where I cared about stuff. But you know what? This project is bigger than that. This project had a table on its last episode that existed. Larry's leaving. Sean's getting up. Sean's taking his script, folding his script up.
We can't hear. We can't even hear. We can't. You can hear me though, Patrick.
Oh yeah, Brian.
I'm live. I'm live.
I want to hear about your XPW review when you. Oh God, he's closing the MacBook. Oh my goodness gracious.
Because you put them in. See. Do you see what happens when you get put in? When you put me in jail, I accept my punishment like a man. That was childish.
Larry, I'm asking you to unmute. You're back in the game, Larry. You're back in the game. Will you please come back, Larry?
Is Sean leaving make you upset?
No, it's no surprise.
Clearly, I'm not in the area.
I'm talking. I was put in jail for what? Did Sean leave?
Sean left.
Sean
Larry.
left. Sean
He
left.
got very upset that he got put behind bars, and he shut his computer down.
Well, you know, Sean and I are born the same day.
Right.
Mhm.
So in solidarity with my brother.
Oh, what? What? Oh my goodness.
What just happened, Patrick?
Well,
Now is it your fault or is it my fault?
no, I think it's probably my fault, Brian.
Hmm.
Well, look at us. We're back to how the show originally started.
Square one, dude.
Back to square one. You know, I can't help but feel like it's a bunch of guys who would rather go do something else. So maybe they used.
They're always late.
Well, I wasn't going to say that.
I'm just saying.
We try to build a prison. We try to build a prison. We try to build a prison for you to me and live in. Another prison system. Another prison system. Another prison system. Hey, Brian. So you, you know, and you know what? Listen, there's no reason for anybody to yell at you. You know, there's no reason for two big shot ring announcers to yell at you. And you know, listen. Somebody gets to have a live mic in their hand and a free bottle of water. Now all of a sudden they're ending the Zoom call. You know what I mean? And this show has always tried to be about transcending that and then mixing in some boots on the ground reporting. So why don't you tell me about, and let's forget about the podcast and the FaceTiming and anything else. But why don't we just review the XPW show like fans? Why don't you just tell me about the show as a fan from beginning to end? Do you have that inside of you?
I do. I personally enjoyed the show. The matches were good matches. The stream had to have been the worst XPW production since its rebirth.
How so? Why? Why do you say that?
Because first it started and it was just in and out, and then it's basically just a guy there's one hard camera with a person standing in front of it the whole entire time, and then the other cameramen have just no idea what they're doing. They have terrible angles. You're getting mostly ceiling, and it's just a shit show of a production.
Camera work was absolute trash. I'm seeing in the chat.
Yeah, not good. Just not good. The audio was bad. But again, like the matches were good. It was like Masada versus Ricky Shane Page was awesome match. The end cutout, the screen cutout for the ending of the match. Just bullshit, like shit like that it just was frustrating, but still a good show. Eric Ryan defeated King of the Death for the World Heavyweight Championship. He beat Schlack. Homeless Jimmy retained against Dr. Redacted. What else happened? Tarzan and Dirty Ron McDonald did Dirty Ron did the fire elbow. There was fire again finally. The match that we were talking about with Cat Martini, it was Mickey Knuckles and then the returning Lou Dark Shaitan. Lou Dark returned to XPW. It's very exciting. Just great shit. And it sucks that the production ruined the great show. Because live, the crowd was fucking fire. Everyone was on fire the whole night. Oh shit! Look who decided to make their triumphant return.
Well, Larry.
We needed you to come back here.
Can I bum one of those cigs?
I saw one of our super chatters, KZ Brown, said, "Come back in, bro."
Thank the God for KZ.
Did you see him in LA?
I did. We went to Koreatown Pizza. Turn that down or it's going to feedback.
Did you get to smoke any weed in California, Larry?
As a matter of fact, while we waited for our pizza to be made, we went outside. I went outside to smoke a fag because I'm a fiend. And KZ immediately pulled out a J. And me and he and his wife, Katie, we smoked a J. We only got a couple puffs off of it because LA is very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as I'm out there smoking the J, I'm getting hit up by Schlack. He's like, "Hey, can you get us?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I can get you." I'm like, "We gotta eat this food. I gotta go." You know? Okay. We're back to
full return.
All right. I'm gonna unjail both of you. The strike, the East and West Coast ring announcer strike, has been
Well, you put us in jail.
Listen. It
wasn't even my fault.
It's always your fault, Brian. I've heard your concerns, and as far as like labor meeting goes, as far as the East and West Coast ring announcers go, you are officially out of jail, and you both have PBA cards, and we will get back to trying to imprison Brian more on the show. I apologize officially.
I have a small one.
What did we get you put in jail for, though? Is it my shirt?
Just general negativity.
Speaking the truth, Larry. Just speaking the truth.
No, just don't.
We see where that gets us.
No, see, I don't agree with you.
I fight the good fight. I know you don't agree with me, and that's fine.
Brian, you never agree with us.
No, I don't. Right, I don't agree because I am who I am, and I have my own opinions.
You know what?
That are different than other people's opinions.
Listen, you're Robin Williams.
Okay, listen to me. I like death metal. I like death match. So I make offensive things.
And
I've always made offensive things.
Since
weeks I'm a young boy.
He's just jumping off the fucking wall.
Weeks ago.
Ramming the fucking cat.
Probably for the last
my shit, dude.
Probably for the last 2 years. I've been trying to wrangle Brian into a productive power, productive force, and y'all have thrown your hands up. But then now, all of a sudden,
I like the pat. I don't like him.
Now, all of a sudden, once I have, after Mania Weekend, I said, you know what, Brian,
murder,
right.
dildo, kill.
Did you put an MDK sock on that?
Yeah, these are censored. These are censored because, and I didn't have any more tinfoil, so I put a sock, and it's an MDK sock. Murder, dildo, kill.
Well. Anyway, now all of a sudden, you guys have chosen to be mad at Brian when I was mad at Brian for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Pat, no, hold on. All we are saying.
I tried so hard to get you guys mad at Brian too. I tried so hard.
All we're saying is that
I was like, guys, aren't you mad at Brian? Aren't you also mad at Brian?
His actions, and for lack of a better term, our actions.
I'm on Team Brian. I'm on Team Brian now. You guys had your fucking chance. You guys both had your chance.
I don't care. Be on Team Brian. I'll be in Houston.
I am now.
I'll be in Newark. I'll be in LA.
Let's fucking go.
Your fucking
what you made me do, baby. Look what you all made
I
me do.
begged you guys
Pat
to be
is
mad
the
at
one
Brian
Look what
with
you
me.
all made me do.
Pat is the one that brought you in. So
Oh,
he
that
has
was-
no one to
yeah.
blame but himself.
Well,
true.
I begged you guys to be mad at him with me, and you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
I
And
mean,
now
I'm
all
not-
of a sudden
I
you
mean,
guys are mad at him, and
I'm
I'm
not
no
mad.
longer mad at him.
I'm not
I'm
mad
no
at
longer
press.
mad at him.
I'm never mad and pressed. Bro, I'm not mad and pressed. But I'm not going to deny that his actions could hurt me.
Anybody.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus
Cry me
Christ.
a river.
You know what this is?
Scapegoat.
It's the world's smallest violin.
Well, let me tell you this much, Brian. Your actions may also negatively affect you. I know that you're only
Impossible.
really on site at XPW shows where you're safe, but if you ever want to show up to an H2O or any
Who
other
would want to
shit,
do that?
Did you
And
hear that
maybe
H2O might be shutting down? Not re-signing
I
the
didn't hear
re-sign. No, not
Yeah,
not,
apparently they had their
Matt, he
worst
was
match ever with
re-signing,
Captain Dave can't stop
the
talking about.
lease. I heard there might not be a re-signing of the lease, so there might
What's
not be an
going to
H2O
get
center
out?
anymore.
maybe that's why Sean Smith is changing his name and doing CZW now.
Huh.
Maybe XPW will outlast the Chains and H2O.
Huh.
XPW is one of the OG motherfuckers from JAPW,
Uh,
CZW, and ROH.
Eric
days.
Young actually has been
Eric
watching
Young.
them since he was 18 years old and decided that he
I
couldn't
don't give a
wait to win
fuck
the
what you do.
XPW belt.
Do you get the Eric Young reference?
Oh, I got it.
The terrible commentator. Oh no, it wasn't. It was the other guy. What was the other commentator's name, Larry? Not
Guys, shut the fuck up.
look. You put him back in jail.
No, I can't. He quit. When I put him in jail, he quit.
Wait, but what was the other commentator's name, Larry?
The other, listen. The
Listen.
other commentator was a fellow. Hold on.
Okay.
The other commentator was a fellow by the name of Ozzy, like Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of fucking Darkness.
Perfect.
Okay, and I met Ozzy, and I was like, "What are you? Are you like a straight guy or a fucking color?" And it was very vague. But I got it. And once we started commentating for the first match, I was like, "This guy's kind of like a Gordon Soley, if you will, more like Gordon Soley." And me, I'm all more like sound bites, like, "Look at this, look at this." That's me. So yeah, he did the best that he could do. I felt him out, and as soon as I could get the fan on commentary with him, I felt that was best for business for the night, for me saving my voice for Eric Ryan versus Schlack and everything else that needed to be said, because I felt immediately off the rip that me and this guy really weren't going to mesh. All I was going to be doing was over-talking him and doing my Larry Legend shtick, and he was going to be just like, "Oh, and he's going to the top rope here, and looks like coming off with a double axe handle smash." And I'm like, okay, I respect it, but that's not extreme. That's
Right.
not extreme. So I called the audible, and I put the fan on, a fan who I had put on commentary 2 times before. And every time I put this fan on commentary, I always message Rob Black afterwards, and I'm like, "Rob, I hope you were okay with me letting that fan commentate. I just tired." And I was just thinking about the main event and thinking "Oh, let Larry get a little reprieve." And Rob's always been like, "Oh, I love the fan. I think that's great. We just pull people out and they're commentating." Rob's always giving me the thumbs up on the guy. So to everybody who's shitting on me and shitting on that fan for calling Mickey Knuckles a pork chop, that guy has been on commentary for the past 2 LA shows. Just because call me the president of
That
announcing.
sounds absolutely miserable.
But I was going to
Well,
tell you.
Pat, you're not there.
Yeah,
And maybe if you were still doing your NYWC song and dance, you would do some similar shit.
Well,
Maybe you would.
maybe.
I'm gonna
We
I'm
do
gonna
what we
say
want.
shit. Fucking Rob Black on his show yesterday had very disparaging words about the commentator and said that because he said that he never met the kid before, and then after the incident, he met the kid for the first time, and he said that he might have been
Oh boy,
less mentally capable than others.
the fan is terrible.
Okay, so he then said that if he had known if he was, he wouldn't have let him. Is what he said on the Rob Black show.
Look. All of that being said, now we're on Blvd Bullies versus the World.
Are we?
This fan has been on commentary for 2, I repeat, 2 of Rob Black's productions
Oh boy.
in the past.
This was the third one, was it not? Was this not
This
the third?
was the third time
Yes,
that
right.
this LA-based fan had already hit me up on Instagram and been like, oh, I had a good time. I can't wait to see you.
All right, Larry.
And Mitch.
It's over
name
now.
is Mitch,
It's over now.
okay?
Mitch,
So I listen. Rob paints the narrative that he wants on his
it's done.
show,
It's over now, Larry.
and that's fine.
New.
Pat, I'm not done.
Oh,
But
okay.
on my show, on our show, I will let you know that guy's been on commentary 2 different times before.
Two
But had he-
different
but he
horrible
didn't meet-
times.
But he didn't meet Roberto.
He did not.
All right.
He
It's
did
over.
not.
I did commentary.
He did
before.
not. No.
Sean,
Yo,
shout out
it's-
to you, and
I
I'm
don't
trying to
even
get
think
you
that during the
commentary,
hullabaloo
Sean.
of the show, Rob
Okay.
even realized the past 2 times that I put the guy on commentary, but both times, because of fan feedback, I've hit Rob up and I've been like, yo, I just got that fan from the crowd to sit in with Ron or to sit in with me just so that we could have another voice. I hope you were okay with that. And
This
both
is the
times Rob has
worst
been like,
show
I love it.
ever.
I
God
love
damn
it.
it! Shut up, Patrick.
Yeah, Pat's just trying.
I
to
know what you're saying, but it's,
Yeah, I'm just saying.
he's never gone off.
Rob is
He
doing
hasn't
a lot
got
of
that.
things
It's
during the
been
show.
it
So
was
maybe
the
he
worst
wasn't
thing that
paying attention to the guy, but the guy's been commentating for 2 of his shows now. And the reason the guy's been commentating is because Jeff Anderson,
it's part of
the
clique.
Black Stoner
Mhm,
of
mhm,
SoCal,
Mhm.
when I was bantering with the crowd
mhm, mhm.
to stall for production in Van Nuys, I said, hey guys, what's been the best part of this show? And Jeff Anderson said, yo, this guy in the crowd doing commentary, he's been making us laugh. And I said, you've been making everybody laugh? And everyone was like, yeah, this guy. And I said, you know what?
You made
You're
a
on
moment.
commentary. Get on over there with my partner, Ron. Put the
Fucking Price
headset
is
on.
Right.
I'm pulling a fan from the crowd. They're doing commentary.
Toast.
That's legendary.
Toast.
See,
Toast.
but I think that the reason that he made the disparaging comment towards Mickey Knuckles is because of what Kat Martini had been saying in her promo. Kat Martini blasted Mickey Knuckles about her weight, and she was being a heel. She's a fucking heel. And then the commentator just went with that and instantly started making fun of her.
Gave
And
it a
he's
little
not-
color.
He's
Gave
right,
it a
but
little color.
he's not a professional. He's just a fan. So I mean, it's a as an XPW moment, it's fucking funny, dude. Like that's funny.
Congratulations.
So basically, all the shit that I've been saying about you, Brian, that could negatively affect performers like me and Sean.
Yeah, but
you're
you put him there,
basically
Larry.
saying,
You put him there. God damn it.
I just
You
want to
gave
say
him the- You're like
congratulations.
Patrick, you gave him the platform. You
Congratulations.
motherfuckers, give the fans the platform.
I just
We're
want to
gonna
say,
be ourselves.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, congratulations to all 3 of you for having such a profound influence on professional wrestling. Wow. I cannot believe how impressed I am with all
Blows
3
my-
of you.
It blows my mind that I make
Congratulations!
a funny...
Wow! Oh
It's
my
right over there, bro.
God! A
Don't
guy
smash-
who
Why? I have
listened to
cologne.
the show
Look, this
came
is
up
a
and
much better
talked to
choice.
me.
Jean-Paul Gaultier. Don't spray no fucking Febreze on
Wow.
yourself. You want
Oh
to smell like
my-
a fucking laundromat?
Oh my God! I can't
Laundry smells
believe
pretty
how
good.
special
Yeah,
you
but I mean,
guys
if you're gonna
are.
bang a bitch, you don't want to smell like you fucking stepped out of the
Fresh,
dryer.
you don't want to smell like shit.
No, you don't.
What
You want
the
to smell like John
fuck
Paul
are you
Gaultier,
guys
so you want
talking
to suck
about?
Your balls.
I don't know. I was
Bitches
talking
don't want to
something.
suck the balls of a dryer.
Hey,
wanna
let's
suck some
talk
French
about
niggas' balls.
the elephant in the room.
Oh yeah, this Baltimore whore. This fucking back page bitch. Yeah, go for it. Fucking bathe in alcohol. I don't
That
care. I'm
page
sorry,
exists
y'all.
still
Go ahead.
out there?
Bro, I look. You know me. Player.
What's that, your urine?
Because he's got a date.
Do you have a thing of?
Bro,
do you have a urine
Let's do
test?
a fucking mattress.
It's not urine, Patrick.
Whatever, bro. Bye. Have a good night. I'm sorry. I have a guest. My brother is over here and he's acting like I'm gonna get fucking pussy. Like, let me spray myself with fucking Febreze.
Hey guys, welcome to the Blvd Bullies 420. By the way, 420 coming up. Coming up
420's
fast.
coming up. Yes,
The
Brian,
final
soak 'em
show
up. Come
is
on.
Extreme
on its
cannabis.
way.
Hat? Where's
The
your
most
fucking
extreme
shit?
stuff for the the
fucking
dankest stuff for the most
Febreze, bro.
extreme stoner stuff up.
I just want to say one more time before we get into the really nitty gritty that I'm so proud of all three of you guys for really influencing the ebb and
don't drink
flow
this
of
anymore.
professional wrestling. Thank you, all three of you, for your service. Yo, what's going on with Brian like ruining XPW though?
I want you to get
I
into an
saw-
accident.
I saw a big post from Slava. I saw a big post from Jasper St. Clair.
They're mad, Patrick. They're
It all
mad.
comes down to the post
no,
that he.
You know what?
Right.
They're
Listen to me.
just,
Listen to me. The name of the event.
And by the
They
way,
call it-
Baptized in Blood 4.
Jesus Christ.
Baptized in Blood 4. That's like the thing. You know, if you go back and watch Blvd Bullies videos, me and Drunk Santa tried to give Baptized in Blood 3 DVD to John Moxley.
You
And he
gave
turned
me your
it down.
You gave me your Baptized Blood 1
Yo,
and 2
look.
DVD. I have it. I have it.
Bro. Casey
You have-
Brown
There it
gave
is.
me this.
There it is. Baptized
Casey
in Blood
Brown
3.
gave me this years ago when he moved to LA. And he was like, Larry, I don't live in Baltimore anymore. I don't give a fuck
Extreme.
about wrestling.
XPW.
And who would know? Who would know
Extreme.
that I would be the host of Baptized in Blood 4
Right.
when he gave me this?
There's lineage there. There's importance there.
Can I explain to you why these people are angry with me? Or no?
Brian, you
Yeah,
have,
explain,
you have
Brian.
not
You
only
you
run and you might have even run Schlack out of XPW now.
Fuck you.
You're a fucking
Okay, Patrick.
straight.
The name of the event is called "Look What You Made Me
It's not
Do,"
acts.
and I made
You're acting like
pictures.
it's
No one's
acts,
listening
bro.
to me. I don't even know why I'm trying to
Sorry.
explain.
You just
I'm no longer
some
going to
reservation
explain
shit.
myself to you people because you're rude.
Okay.
Well, we're
No,
rude.
Sean, you were rude to me already today, Sean. You were rude to me.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Oh Jesus!
You
Christ.
guys, Sean,
Dude,
almost
the last
double.
show we did, you were very happy with me.
Listen,
Yeah, dude.
Sean ringing
No,
out
now you're mad 'cause
Masato
somebody
Tanaka
said
now.
something to you.
He ringing out
You're only mad
Masato
'cause
Tanaka.
somebody said
He's got to
something to
worry
you?
about the bigger picture now.
Bro, do you not understand what I said? That somebody was bothered?
People
Like
get
some-
bothered. Bro, people make death metal music. Do you ever read lyrics to death metal songs? I'm sure you would be very, very offended. And some people don't like death metal. It's not for everybody. I like deathmatch wrestling, and I interact with it how I interact with
Worst
things.
podcast.
And if that
Can't even
offends
talk.
people, I'm sorry. I am who I am, and that's what it is. What it is.
We are getting calls in the chat to now put Brian in jail.
Well,
Yeah, put his ass in jail.
Hey, you think we
And
should?
put you in
look, you
jail.
don't even know why you're putting me in jail.
You in
I'm just
jail.
having a conversation.
You're in
Right.
jail.
We'll see. We'll see if Brian
Yeah.
closes his laptop like a little bitch boy.
I do not do such things. I take my punishments like a man.
You're muted
He's on
now,
the
Brian.
iMac. He
You're
can't
muted.
close it.
You're muted and you're in jail.
Yeah, good. Yeah, Brian. Now you're in jail. Yeah.
Look, now you've just made him bust out everything he's ever printed. All right, guys.
What else
Well,
do we gotta
Brian's in
talk
jail.
about,
You have
Pat?
the floor. You guys
What
have
else
the
do we
floor.
have to talk about?
I mean, I would encourage you both to continue to inflate your
You
own
created
importance.
this, though, Pat.
Conversation today.
I mean, this is.
What's your thoughts?
You're the president.
Yeah, I'm totally excited about it. Brian's taking
Should we talk
jail
about
a lot better.
Should we talk about Jacob Fatu and Tamatanga?
Oh, for two.
For two.
Jacob Fatu and Tamatanga. What's the other one over in New Japan? What's the other one?
Oh, what was the
Tangaloa.
match?
The other
What
brother.
was the match? What was the
Tangaloa.
crowbar match that I wanted to see this weekend? It was crowbar versus somebody.
Speedball Mike Bailey. That was the match of the night.
Oh, was it dope?
Dude,
It was
Crowbar's
phenomenal.
amazing.
Crowbar is
Phenomenal.
amazing, yo.
Phenomenal, bro.
It's amazing that he like wrestles so slow, but the match is still like awesome.
It's smooth as hell. So smooth.
He's like an old man that wrestles slow, and like you're still like, yo, this match was awesome.
He gives me Taker vibes. You remember when Taker understood that he had to switch the game up, his game, and it was like, all right, I can't hit the ropes the same way I used to hit the ropes. I have to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, take my steps differently now. And like he's evolved with time, which is like no pun intended, that's why they call him the timeless one. Like he's just evolved.
He's
and he
timeless.
flows so like it's like a song. Like he fought this kid this Saturday named Brando Lee. Brando Lee is a quick, agile
Go
kid.
into YouTube, mute it, and watch us.
And they just like flowed so well. They had two matches.
Brando Lee's awesome. Brando
Yeah.
Lee is awesome. He
You've
has
seen
the
him at
fucking.
CZW,
He
yeah,
looks
with the
like
claw.
he's been clawed.
Yeah.
He wears like the makeup like he's been clawed.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
the
He's been
wild
clawed.
man.
Like
Yeah, he's been clawed. I would love to claw him.
like the Last Dragon. That's what he reminds me of.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
the old school.
Calm down, bro.
Brian, you're unmuted and you're out of
I know
jail.
I am. I was being polite. Unlike our other two co-hosts that
Don't worry
that have
about
been
it.
rude to me. That have been rude to me.
Oh, because we left. Sean, I only left because you left. Once I
No, I
decided you were
appreciate
gone,
that,
He did-
bro.
he did-
You guys stood in solidarity.
He stood.
Yeah.
He stood with you. He stood with
He
you.
stood with
But-
you.
I had to. We're born on the same day.
Same day.
Fuck your
Wrong with
days.
you. Brian, listen, I'm gonna need you at some point to understand and take like full responsibility for the casualties and the repercussions that you may face later on because of these issues.
Dude,
That
if
stem
my
from your
internet actions making pictures causes casualties,
It
then
does,
people
dude.
have mental problems, and that's not my dude. That's not my problem. I'm
I'm
a
gonna tell you-
fan,
I'm gonna
and
tell
I
you
can
this.
do what I like. Like,
tell you this.
should I not have? Like, I shouldn't have. If I didn't have a podcast, would it not matter?
I tried so hard to
Yeah,
make
but-
you guys mad at Brian with me, and you refused.
Mhm.
So now guess what? Fucking Little Shop of Horrors. Let's go, dude.
Well, that means we gotta kill the plant.
Rick Moranis.
Well, no. All that means, Sean,
It's
It's
a
all we
rock
gotta do.
opera.
all we got to do is sit back and wait for the tables to turn. And I hate to say this, Bri, but when people start being personal to you, because it's
Oh, yeah.
funny,
Oh, it's gonna.
you know,
happen.
when they start learning parts of your personal life
Hmm.
and just being like, oh, let me just funny, then we'll see.
Bro,
I know
that-
you're not
that-
a playable
That's
character.
psycho. That
in
would be
your
that's
eyes.
psycho shit.
You're
That's
not
psycho
a
shit.
playable character in your eyes, but the more and more you trug along, the more and more you're going to be
I just want to
Juber,
say for the record
That's
that
who I am.
That's
That's
right.
that's
and then they'll
that's who
start
I am.
memeing your ass.
I just want to
they
say
do.
for the
They
record
start
that
memeing
I've-
your
They do.
fiance.
They do me
What if
my
they
ass.
started memeing
Wait,
her?
what, Pat?
That
I
would
mean,
be
we all
rude.
know that you're married to Amanda. Would you appreciate it if
Oh,
someone
he's not gonna
like
like
a
that.
Chad
He's not gonna like
Middies
that. No.
or Jimmy Controversy
He's not gonna like that.
I don't
just
gonna like
meme
that.
your fiance?
Probably not
Dude,
gonna
because
like
they know
that.
you as bad take
I'll tell you
pride.
what.
Larry,
If I know anything about Brian,
I've
he's probably
only
not gonna like
made
that.
memes of people that are part of a show. I've never went out of my way to make fun of people I don't know.
Sometimes
Like, I
life's
don't-
not fair.
But Brian's only good fun.
Do you
Oh,
think that
yeah.
these people
Laughing
already
at
see
it.
you on the
Funny.
opposite side of the
No, I don't-
guard?
I don't-
It's funny.
I don't
This
make
is your
I
show.
don't make fun of people's wives. I don't make fun of people's
Yes,
children.
you do, bro.
Somebody
Yes,
else
you do.
Makes
I
fun of
make
people's
people-
Maybe someone
daughters,
else does?
Now you're
sons.
I put out memes with people's children.
Everybody is a son of
Brian.
somebody.
No, what?
Brian,
You're gonna say that I put out memes with people's wives and
I didn't
children.
say
Well,
that.
you made
Everybody's a
comments
wife
about
and a
Denise's
son.
I
kid.
said,
I've-
Brian,
You made
come on
comments
this
now.
about
show.
Denise's
This is a worse
kid,
show.
and that's what I'm saying. Like that comment about little
These guys are
fucking
all
Logan.
absolute retards.
Maybe he's gonna come back and be like,
That was nice word to say, pal.
maybe
I did it. I did it. I
say
went there.
something
I went
funny
there
about,
because it was appropriate for the moment.
So then let him come talk to me.
Great.
So here's
All
my
you
thing.
guys
All
are
right,
great.
now this is my.
You
All
don't
you
talk
guys are
to
doing
people.
great. Thanks for
You
being
don't
on the
you
show,
just make
guys.
memes.
Yeah, that's what I like
Funny.
to do.
I'm
East
just saying.
Coast and West Coast, just and then the
I'm
greatest
not
fans
beating
have
Brian
ever
up.
lived.
That's my baby.
I do what I enjoy doing, and if you have a problem with it, then talk to me.
Thank God. I mean, this is the cost of me wanting to just sit in my house and do
You
this.
can make comment. You can comment on the fucking photos that I make, but what like so it then that's what you're gonna do. Whatever.
I just want to send a sincere
And I'm just saying,
apology
Brian.
out
You know
to,
what? Right now, you're far removed,
Bald
and
Steve,
Sean and I are
Cuck
I don't.
Steve,
we're
Cuck
closer.
Mike,
We're closer
Cuck
to the
Liz.
ammunition. You're all the way on top of the mountain,
deep
pulling
apology
the
out
strings.
to the all
Sean and I are out in the field. We're the field
Boulevard
niggas.
Boys crew,
So we feel the fucking
and say
shit.
that I love you. And
All
I'm
I
so
do is
sorry
you feel it.
for
It won't be long before you feel
not
it, Brian.
listening and being difficult to work with.
I
and
think
just
that I think
love
that
and
I'm
miss
not.
you guys so much.
Free.
You know, it was a great time to be alive. Hey everybody, welcome to the final episode of Blvd Bullies versus the World. It's 420 somewhere.
Oh.
I cleaned my bong for the occasion.
I got the shit you told me, the 420. I haven't used it yet, but I got it.
I guarantee you, it works wonders.
Well, I only have about a bong's worth for the rest of my night, so I might just use it tonight.
He announced 420, so I had to do it for
Well,
the
guys,
occasion.
thanks for watching the show.
Damn, bro.
I mean,
God
you know,
damn
listen,
it. Get out of the fucking
we're only
phone.
an
Them
hour
bitches
and
trying to
20
fuck with you,
minutes
no
in,
way.
and it's felt like the longest show of all
They love your
time.
wallet.
You know, we had some
Sure,
laptop
it
closing,
happens.
we had some arguing, we had some great stuff. Hey, you know, you
Oh,
think,
this
you
mother
think
gonna want to
that
do some shit for me.
the Blvd Bullies versus the World Raw before Mania was tense.
Oh man.
Comment on this right here, and you'll listen. I just want to let you guys know. It's just like every idea that anybody here has ever had. I had it 4 weeks before you. And I said that you guys were going to be mad at Brian. He ignored me. Now you guys are mad at Brian?
Right.
And I'm not mad at Brian anymore. I'm not mad at him anymore. I'm not mad at him.
over and over.
I think Brian's
You're
great,
like,
actually.
you're keeping away.
I can't wait to see what the future holds for me and Brian, you know?
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but I appreciate your words.
Everybody thinks I'm him. Everybody thinks he's him. So there's no
You
more
used
me.
to be him.
Yeah, and it's fine. And I'm happy with that. And, you know, listen, all I've been seeing since the Thursday 4/4 Brian's birthday, parentheses, Eat the Turnbuckle final show, is like, oh, you know, people coming up to me and Jedi Joe. Oh, you're just two white guys with a podcast? Oh, another two white guys with a podcast? All I've been seeing is like, oh, if you're in your 30s and you have a beard and you like horror and wrestling, you don't have to make a podcast. But guess what? We did. We went against all odds, yo. We went against all odds.
Almost 100 episodes in, baby.
Almost 100 episodes in.
So basically, we should go do our own shit. We should basically do a little.
Whatever happened to
Dale
All Holes
Bronx
Filled? What happened to
Connect.
All Holes Filled, Larry?
Yeah.
Is that on hiatus?
Listen,
You know what
Listen.
happens is that
Hey,
a lot,
listen.
this show inspires a lot of people to do a lot of things. But could they go 100? Could they really go 100?
Almost had 100 final episodes.
We've had 100 final episodes.
listen. I'm not co-signing that, but Kat and I are both very busy.
Extremely
bitches.
busy.
We both are bustling about our respective boroughs like some fucking bitches that is in the race. Me,
Fair.
Baltimore, her Rochester. Family, jobs, hubbies, all of that shit. So it's hard. It's hard to get together and talk about.
Right. Could you imagine if
Talking.
Kat Martini came on the All Holes Filled podcast and was arguing with somebody off screen the entire episode? That would be like such bad. That would be such bad TV. Really, wouldn't it?
Well, first of all, it's not TV.
Oh,
but
right. I'm
Kat
sorry.
has
I'm sorry.
had-
I
Kat
don't know
has
what I was
had her.
thinking.
Kat has had her cats,
Oh,
and
okay.
I've had my cats. interrupt our broadcast
Absolutely,
and spread their
absolutely.
pussies all over the fucking camera.
Absolutely. And
So
I just want to say again,
we don't give a shit.
No, I mean you three guys definitely don't. That's for sure.
Oh, Pat, you don't give a shit either. Don't stunt just because you're in front of the fire like you're the devil. So you fucking like can't.
Facts.
You know, we all are the devil.
Facts.
We all are the devil, bro. Every
Right.
one of
You
our
know what?
signs is the devil.
But then you're mad at me. We're all the devil, but
I
I'm the bad guy.
I said I wasn't mad at you
Yeah,
anymore.
Brian.
But you know what?
You
How
are.
about this? How about this? You know what?
You
I'm
are.
going to give you guys all a treat. The count on stream says 1 hour and 25 minutes. And I'm going to give you guys all a treat, all right?
What's the treat?
We'll just end early and you guys can go
Why?
about, you guys can go
No.
about furthering your own fucking.
Now they don't even want to end early. Look at
Oh, now they don't want to end it. Close the laptop, boys. Don't want to.
that.
Wait a minute. What are you doing, Pat? What are you doing?
I just
What are
gave
Why
you
you
the
want to
option.
close early?
We started late.
Started late.
Huh?
Anyway.
What are you want to end early for? Because you want Jedi Joe and you to talk about the real gush.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. You don't want us to get into Tony.
Oh!
How about this?
Is
How
that
about
what
this?
it
How about this?
is? That what it is? Okay,
Mm.
you know what? Go ahead, guys. Give me your fucking.
Patrick is gonna
give
have
me
to
your
go in jail
best.
now.
Give me your best fucking analysis right here. Go ahead. What do you guys want to talk about? Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, please. What's the next topic that you've prepared?
I
all
mean,
week
that's
for?
it. That's what I would have said something about that. I bought up Jacob for 2 and fucking Tamatanga. So like it's like that. It's that transition now. Let's talk about some good gush with the bigs. And what I would talk about is yo, I didn't know Chris Hero was that big. Chris Hero's huge. First of all, I didn't even know
Makes a lot of sense.
that he was at the Wembley thing.
Jacob
and
Fatu.
then after this weekend at
Tamatanga.
the thing, I didn't know he had
Chris
gotten that
Hero.
big, y'all. He's a
Okay.
big girl. Big
Makes
girl.
sense. Makes sense. Well, I mean,
Like,
he
I
loves
just-
dinner.
I just-
He loves wrestling and he loves dinner.
Well, how
He
about the
loves
fact
candy
that
bars and fast food? I think.
how about
But bro, I
this
bet you
summer-
could still work. I bet you could still work.
this summer
bet you could.
SummerSlam's in Cleveland. The month before, Jake Paul is fighting Tyson. So do you think Jake Paul beats Tyson, goes into SummerSlam with his brother into their hometown tag team match? Logan
Absolutely,
Paul,
Sean.
Logan Paul,
Absolutely.
Jake Paul versus The Miz and R-Truth.
Yeah.
3 Cleveland boys.
Sure.
What do you think of that?
So you're saying that it's rigged? You're saying the boxing match is rigged?
It's sports entertainment. It's not a match. It's not a bout. It's 2 minute
It's an
rounds.
exhibition.
Yeah, 2 minute
It's an
rounds.
exhibition. It's an exhibition.
Isn't that what?
Tyson-
It's an exhibition. It's an exhibition.
I mean, if the training, like his training videos look insane. I don't know if they're like
Tyson's, right?
trying to make it look. I don't know if it's like what like you say it's sports entertainment, so they're trying to make his videos look great and Jake Paul's look like shit.
They
But,
broke
like-
down a Rocky movie into reels,
Mm.
like a Rocky montage video. Like they broke it down into
That was you
Instagram
paying
reels.
for money. I was just sending her the fucking money.
What do you think, Pat? Do you think that's what's happening?
No. Now I want to fuck that conversation. And
Uh-huh.
Brian, you spit some shit out to
Oh,
think about and talk
God.
about now, like some big shit, you know. Go
You're
ahead,
throwing
Brian.
it to me.
You
I
be
mean,
watching real shit.
the only thing that I really know about that is that Chando had a successful benefit show. He did a
I love it.
benefit
Who did
show
that
at
I love
benefit?
it.
H2O.
Rapid fire.
Benefited
Just
himself.
Fucking
He had
shit
a-
out of your mouth.
It was one and only show.
Okay.
He fought
What
Casanova
was it
Valentine
benefiting? What was it
in a last
benefiting?
man
and What
standing
happened?
match.
What happened?
Wow.
And what was it
He
benefiting?
lost.
Who won?
Chando lost at his own event that he booked. He booked himself to lose in a last man standing match.
Riveting.
And did Foley say I'm not wrestling?
Oh yeah, fully canceled. It's
he
like
canceled.
trying to plank for 60 seconds makes you want to fucking die.
Right.
I've done it for a week and now I'm
Did
canceling the
Foley
last.
say he was walking around with a concussion and didn't even know?
Yeah, I legit think that he's like
Yeah, he got a
he's
he
pulling an
jogged.
old. I think he's pulling an old school on everybody. I think like he's trying to get all the focus off of him, so that when he does have the match, it means that much more. Like he's gonna come out on some Terry.
Good.
He's gonna come out on some old school Terry.
Double
He's working
swerve, a
out.
double
Things that
swerve,
I
a
could
double
never,
swerve.
Ever, I could be totally okay with never seeing that.
What? You
I'm
know,
just saying, like,
he's
let's
gonna have
get
one
off
more.
of the flagship shit.
Oh,
Deathmatch
okay.
drama? Did we do it?
Basically, you guys yelled at me for
Brian
that.
is the deathmatch drama.
Pat, don't be mad at me.
I'm not
I'm
mad
drunk.
at any of you. I'm just saying that you guys are doing a great show.
All right, wait. Are you part? Then you be the.
Well, no, I'm
I
just
think
the
I'm
guy
gonna have to
behind the
watch on
fire with the demon. You know, it's like, but you guys left your own devices.
What?
This is riveting stuff here. What else do you guys want to talk about? Let's get to the deathmatch drama. Brian,
I want
is
that.
it true?
Did we ever get a
Is it
confirmation on
true?
Akira?
Hey, Brian and Larry, is it true that Jasmine tried to cancel the building in L.A. with a series of fucking emails citing Brian for being a fucking piece of crap and Larry for being a juicy hot dog addict? And
That's
that
what they
now
say.
all of a sudden there's a holy war that may or may not have been caused by Brian and facilitated by Larry.
You say it's caused by Brian, but it all stems. It wasn't only meant. The only things that were
Is every
sent to the
part of
place
that
were not my
accurate, Pat?
memes. It was
I don't
also.
know. I'm just shooting in the dark here, Larry. Is any part of what I said accurate? I just
So,
made a whole bunch of shit up.
You know. I
Listen to the
try
Rob
to.
Black
I try
show.
to stay out of other people's affairs.
Oh.
I try to stay out of other people's affairs. But Pat, what you just said, I kind of heard.
You heard? I just made that up, Larry. I just made up a whole thing.
Well, that's why I said I kinda heard.
huh.
I didn't hear anything
That's
about
so
the Larry
weird.
and the juicy hot dogs part. But other parts of that,
Right, that was the
thing,
one part that.
that was the part that you did hear. That was the part that you got a confirmation on. It said Larry
Yeah,
was
that
sucking
was the
dick.
only part that I
Larry
would have
was walking around
sworn to.
trying fucking...
That was the only part that I thought was absolutely true.
No,
And you're saying that's the only part that's
listen.
not.
Y'all, when I tell you that from the moment I drove up to the venue, I was being bombarded with tales of a gun being pulled and a fight having happened before the event started. And I'm talking like 4 in the afternoon.
4 p.m.
In addition to navigating through, bro, is everything all right? Are we in danger? Like, what's going on here? I hear, we almost lost the building. I'm like, what? Yeah, because someone anonymously sent some emails to the one of the collective that owns this
I
church.
feel like it was Sean.
Like, you really are showing here that promotes unsolicited gang rape. Did you hear what I just said? That promotes.
That sounds
unsolicited
eerily
gang-
similar to a fan meme that was made.
Well, that and promotes violence towards women, like as a part of their brand.
Guys, thank you
That
so
is
much for
in
tuning into our
conjunction with
last show.
promoting this type of media in a church, in an LGBTQ friendly church. Do we want this in there? And it almost, from what I heard, the show almost got shut down because this actually started being discussed amongst the people that are the owners or proprietors of the LA church.
Yo, everybody, like, it's in vogue. Like Brett and DJ, like 8 years ago, made it like so cool to call the cops on each other. Now everybody just does it. Like, I called the cops on every show that existed on Mania Weekend. Like, I called the cops on Ring of Honor. Like, on Wednesday, I just sat there calling every single, like, just calling the cops on everybody,
Ian Riccaboni, Bobby Cruz.
Just because in case the cops showed up just out of pure common sense, I wanted those people to be able to blame me.
Trace it back to
when the
Boulevard
woman
Bullies
died
Pat
from an
broke the
overdose
news.
at the Cash show and the cops showed up. Like, I want
Oh
them
my
to-
God!
I want them
yeah,
to
that
think
was
like I want them to
crazy.
think like, oh, somebody called the cops on us. Well, it was me. You know what I'm saying? And on that show, those emails that you just mentioned, Brian and Larry, guess who it was?
You said
It was me.
It was you, Daddy.
Yeah.
It was you all along.
I sent it on Yelp.
I'm telling Rob Black.
I sent
Brian, get
Yelps.
Rob Black on the phone right now.
Yeah.
FaceTime Rob Black right this second.
I have
I'll
a whole
FaceTime Cat
folder
Martini.
of
We'll let him
Brian's
know.
memes that I sent to them.
Well, I heard that the memes were also included.
Yeah, probably in the email. I sent them multiple attachments. So I just want to tell you
The
guys.
memes were put out by XPW.
I tried to call the cops on the Eat the Turnbuckle show, actually. I was calling. That was the first one I called the cops on. But unbeknownst to me and despite my best efforts, it went off without a hitch. Video available now on site, Blvd Bullies, and also the match.
I want to get the numbers. I want to get the numbers up on that video.
So it's just so funny because, like, I called the cops on everybody, but they only cared about some things.
Some things are more important.
You guys have anything else to say for the final show?
Tournament of Death 21's date has been announced. I love that. Hey guys, listen.
Let's go. Let's talk.
Listen,
about
Linda. Listen. As long as CZW is a brand,
Hell
and
yeah.
as long as I'm in the CZW
Hall
Hall
of Fame,
regardless of the logo, I'm gonna go hard for them as much as I go hard for
CCW
Pro.
Tournament of Death 21.
That's wild.
Because guess what? Guess what? Sean, which tournament of survival are we on?
9,
know.
10.
10?
10?
I think 10, yeah.
Yeah. He's moving fast. But guess what? Those letters won't die.
There's only one
They won't die.
Tournament of Death.
They won't die. Yeah, the original.
And that's
Zandig.
the Tournament of Death.
The original.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a trivia question. What was the original Tournament of Death called? It was called Zandig's Tournament of Death.
So you just answered the question.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Who is that?
You like
Who
this
is
motherfucker.
that?
He's a Sag too, bro.
Who the
Who
fuck?
gives a fuck?
Get the fuck out of here.
Sean, 11:29. Like
Enough!
that, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. He's spraying
Go
himself.
to the
with Febreze,
store.
bro,
Walk to
trying
the
get-
corner. Get a fucking bite to eat. Get a hobby. All right? You stand here, stare at Larry from off camera? It's weird.
That's Pat. Pat's like, yeah. Get out
Fucking
of
weird,
here.
dude.
We're
Everybody
almost
knows
done.
it's weird.
Yo,
Everybody knows it's weird.
he
What
want
do we have?
more
1 hour
boots
and
to
45 minutes now?
He want more
Go to the
boots.
That's
store.
why-
Get yourself a
that's why it's there.
bag
That's why
of
it's there,
chips.
Larry.
They're not doing it, bro. They're just wondering why I'm not paying full attention.
Go get a bag of chips.
Oh yeah.
Anything else?
Brian.
I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, did you hear about the guy that announced himself for Tournament of Death
Yes.
against Masada? And
Yes.
then DJ made a whole entire post saying that he has nothing to do with the event.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's go.
DJ likes
Holy
making
shit.
That's
I
long-term
forget-
storytelling.
I-
right
I
there.
hope the chat knows this person's name, but it's like Eric Von Vander something.
These are the people that you encourage.
Eric Von Vander.
Dude,
yeah,
it's
this is
first-
a minion
it's
of
so
power.
I don't
funny.
know about that, but I mean, Brian did show up to the UWF show in Philly, the backyard show. You were there, weren't you?
No, I
No,
went to
Brian
WrestleMania
left to go
instead.
watch Creed karaoke.
What are you talking about?
Friday.
You're talking
None
about
of
the
us were
UWF
at
show?
The UWF show.
No, it was
I
the-
thought
that
we
was
an
the-
hour and a half out of Philly.
Right. It was far. It was
It was
farther
like an
than
hour-long
anticipated.
show.
Oh.
We had Ubers. It was just like
And
Uber
now we're
down
getting
there.
yelled at because the one guy who helped invent UWF wore a Blvd Bullies shirt and revealed himself to be a Nazi.
Oh my God, that's who that is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
That's
Jesus
like one of the
Christ.
dude, like
I'm glad y'all didn't go to that show.
well, 5 years ago, this guy Bammer and all the other guys who are like involved, maybe not the mailbox to the face guys, but like, you know, the originals, we're all like friends with Bullies. We exchanged T-shirts. I have a UWF tank top, and I gave a tie-dye to Bammer, and everybody was cool, and Ref of Death was there, and
They were
everybody
Nazis.
understood
We're
each
all
other, and
Nazis.
we're all just like weird, but yeah, apparently
Say
total
y'all
100%, 1000% Nazi, dude.
That's not
You know,
good.
there are
Proud
buildings.
Nazi.
There are buildings in northern Philly.
And then we're
Where
getting
there's
crushed, by the way.
swastikas.
We're getting buried because now that he's outed as a Nazi, all of his fucking photos are of him in this Boulevard Bullies tie-dye shirt, dude.
No.
Yeah. So now that he's outed, like all his dopest, bloodiest photos are in this.
Didn't Andy
Right,
fucking
and
what's
yeah,
his name?
they're like,
Dandy
"Oh,
D said, "Of
He's
course,
like,
of
course.
course."
Oh my god, of course he's winning. So it's like, fuck, dude.
If you knew I was Jewish, you probably wouldn't wear that shirt.
Well,
Wow, I didn't even know
yeah,
this
it's a whole thing,
story.
dude. We're getting crushed about it.
Well, I'm glad none of us went to it.
No, we probably. Well, I
Glad
don't
none
think,
of us went
I don't
to
think
it.
he's a part of them anymore. I think they've all like, I think it's like a clean break. Because the mailbox guys came up to me at 4-4 at the
Is
Underground
gone?
Arts.
Did you just not? Is it
They
gone?
confronted you. They confronted you about the Nazism.
And you smoke.
Is that what you're talking about, Patrick?
Nah, it's just a photo that's being shared amongst people.
It's horrible. It's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's affecting Sean's career.
No, that it is. That it is.
This whole
I was
shit's
just waiting
affecting
for you to offer
Who are
yours
you
first.
fucking talking to, Larry?
That's all.
More important
That's all.
people.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Fucking shit's going on.
It's insane.
God.
It's the worst show ever, dude.
Yeah, everything is Brian's fault, Mike.
It's all Brian's fault.
And I blame Patrick
Yeah. Why?
because he
Give
put
us-
me on this show.
So what?
There was no show.
So what? Pat's the Hulk and you're the
He sends me the
abomination?
link.
Okay.
The link
so
gets
that's
sent
what
to
it
me.
is. You're the abomination.
Brian, do we have any guests? Are
You
we
told me not to get any more guests.
No, we don't need
You
any
yelled
more
at me.
guests. We don't need no more Brian
You
guests.
fucking
All right,
yeah.
if
You
we
go
could
get
just-
the guests.
if
You
we
could
just clear the
you
air.
fucking lasso them
I
in.
got it. Let's have Boris Dookie. Let's have
Go hit
Boris
him up.
Dookie.
Boris Dookie has hit me up and wants to be on this show.
Pat.
Does
Pat?
everybody think that Pat is Brian is Pat?
Everybody
Pat
thinks
is
that
the
he's
president,
me,
but
dude.
Pat, can we have
Everybody's
Boris
messaging
Dookie
Brian
on?
thinking that he's me.
Everybody thinks that it's you.
Everybody Boris Dookie on,
It's
Pat.
completely irreversible. Everybody thinks that I'm Brian and doesn't want to talk to me. Everybody hits up Brian thinking that he's me.
Nobody hits me up. Nobody hits me up.
You should
Nobody
get a
hits me
shirt
up,
that
guys.
says "I'm not Brian."
Boys, Dookie.
Yo, just have him come sit on your lap. Just come sit on his lap and be on the show. Have your brother come sit on your lap and be on the show right now. Let's go. Let's go.
No.
Bring
Yo,
it, bring
hop
it,
in,
bring
hop in.
it.
Let's
Bring
go.
your brother on the show.
Let's go, dude.
Bro.
Let's go.
What was the match, Brian? How bad was the stream for XPW?
Well,
Well, we
Rubbing
talked
your
about it
face
while
with
you guys stormed off in anger because of your jail time. We talked about how poor and shitty and how it was the worst XPW production possibly of all time.
Now, did they?
But
They probably
the
went with
matches were good,
They probably went with a
and Larry
production-
looked amazing.
a West Coast production that wasn't Icarus and the
comedy-
It
crew.
was a
was
West
on-
Coast porn. That's exactly what it is. West Coast production. Porn.
So the
I didn't say that.
Porno level production.
I didn't say that. I
It
just
was
said
worse.
that the guys weren't there. The lads weren't there.
You
Because
weren't
those
doing
East Coast guys know how to run a stream. Our friends.
Yeah, Sean.
Icarus.
Moose. His name's Moose. The guy that does it is Moose. That
Yeah.
big dude. I forgot. That's the guy's name. I forget the name of the company,
Sean?
but I know the head. I don't know his real. I know they call him Moose. He's
The-
big man.
Are you ready to bust some heads?
The guy who was at Eat the Turnbuckle?
No, the guy that was at Alive and Kicking.
No, this is our
Oh.
West Coast plug.
Copper.
He's our West Coast plug that provides us with things, but I also noticed
Everybody is saying that they want Akira so badly on this show.
All right.
Brian,
was
do you
right.
think that you
I'm
could?
sorry
I don't
to our
think he likes
fans.
me
I'm
anymore.
sorry to the Bulls of the Wood, but Akira was scheduled. But I was told that from our own co-host that it was on site.
Well, no, we were
Akira.
told.
I
we
know.
were-
I don't think Akira
No,
likes
but
me
I
anymore.
spoke to Akira, and Akira wants to
I don't
come on the
think he
show.
likes me
Boris
anymore.
Dookie wants to come on. Oh, now he's thinking. Now he doesn't like me again.
Who the fuck
Akira
is
A
doesn't
lot
Boris
of
like
people
Dookie?
don't like you, Brian.
Akira was at Eat the Turnbuckle.
I know. When I greeted him, he kind of was like,
Maybe he doesn't
Oh.
like you.
Huh?
I guess because of
Everybody
everything.
was like,
Oh, because we're
No,
the
that
bullies.
show was so sick.
Everybody's
the
saying that
podcast
they
was a
need
success.
Akira.
The show was a success. Full crowd of chanting Bulls of the Wood.
Akira fought Minoru Suzuki.
yeah,
Akira
like
fought
15,
Minoru
right?
Suzuki at Chris Hero's
All right,
mixtape 2.
Brian. On behalf of Sean and Larry, I'm giving you full permission to go after Akira as a guest. Also, I would
think he wants
very,
to
very
talk to
much
me.
like to have Joey Conway as a guest, who not only was security for a Cody Rhodes thing in the Raw to go home to WrestleMania, but also
You can get him.
he held
easy.
a sword. He dressed like Braveheart, and him and friend of the Bullies,
Ken Dixon.
Man bun.
no fucking Man Bun
Man bun.
Jesus.
I've heard disparaging
they-
things about Ken Dixon.
What do you mean?
I've heard something about
That
him
was
having
pretty
a
cool,
warrant,
Pat.
but I'm not. I'm not.
Brian,
Brian.
believe
Brian.
believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
What the
Oh,
hell,
just saying.
Brian?
Things
Brian's-
if
shut up.
someone's saying something, then it's heard somewhere.
You just shut up. Bro.
Yeah, well, believe half of it.
I don't
Shut
believe it. I was just saying that I've heard it. I was just stating that it
I
was.
don't believe that. Don't
Brian,
report
it's
it. Is what
okay.
I'm saying, Brian.
This is the
Sorry.
worst show
Don't
ever.
report it.
Well, reporting.
Don't
I was just
report
saying.
it.
We're having a conversation. Thought you might have heard it too.
You're stirring the pot. Look. I heard. Oh, did you?
Yo, you know what? We've actually had Man Bun Jesus as a guest in studio.
In studio.
Way back in the day. So go back and check that out. And yeah, we will have Man Bun on again. We will have Joey Conway on. I'm gonna beg them to ignore Brian
God.
and come on the show.
You're
Bring him
gonna.
on.
You
I
were
brought
supposed
it up because
you were
I
supposed to
think-
get
I think
homeless Jimmy
sometimes
on
maybe
this
it's
show,
boring.
and
Homeless
homeless Jimmy
Jimmy's
was on.
dealing with some
jail.
stuff. Okay.
Homeless
Say
Jimmy
our
was on a
shit.
different
Let's bring Bull
podcast.
James
Homeless
on.
Jimmy's
Sean,
doing
can you
some
arrange
stuff.
Bull?
He was on a
If I
different
can arrange
podcast.
both.
Can we talk about his
We had
pants?
Bull already.
What the fuck about his pants?
The Deathmatch Avengers with our friends Skinny Moose and Fat Chipmunk.
Well, I think after the live on-site special, live to tape premiere, everybody said that we need Dr. Redacted on as an actual guest. Everyone right now in the chat is singing Kira, and I personally, with the okay from all of our chat, I'm saying Man Bun Jesus and Joey Conway again. So maybe we go in the new year. On one, off one, on one, off one. With these people that we're talking to.
I brought it up, so I think I'm glad we're discussing it. Chat says good. What's chat say?
That's fine.
They
The
liked
studio
it?
days. Those were good days. Yeah. No, we're all relegated. Well, if you
What
want to see
about
us,
the ultimatum given to Schlack by Rob? What did they? What is that?
Oh, well,
What?
On the Rob Black show, Rob says that if anybody affiliates with, I guess it was the nurse from XPW and
Veronica.
Jasmine.
Veronica King.
St. Clair, if anyone associates with them, then they are no longer welcome at XPW.
oh wow,
That's what the
and all of a sudden now Schlack lost.
Schlack lost. That yes,
Shit.
yes.
Associated with. What do you mean, Rob?
shit.
Associated with. What does that mean?
What did you ask?
Like dating?
How
Dating
long
outside
until
No,
how
no,
long until
business?
anybody
I
associated
guess he
with
just-
Brian is going to be banned?
Sharing their tweets? Is that what it means by associated with? Because
I don't know.
need to
It
know
wasn't
this or else I'll be fired.
I mean, if you're worried, then you should hit the boy up.
I hate this show.
I mean, I didn't listen to the
What the
podcast. The
fuck
only
was
reason I know
that?
is because you're stirring shit up. The only reason I know is because you're stirring shit up, right?
Yes,
I
me.
didn't listen to the podcast.
Well, I was just letting you know what was said on the podcast about the situation.
I know you're always
You
just
said-
letting people down.
Someone asked a question.
What do you guys got coming?
I
up?
know. I'm just breaking your
Larry.
balls.
What do you got coming up, Larry? What's the next thing you're
Nothing.
doing?
I'm not doing. Look, guys, if you don't know, I don't do shit no more. I don't do nobody's shows. VXS, bye. New Fair City, bye. I don't do nobody's shows, bro.
Never heard of either of those.
XPW. When hopefully there's a June 22nd MMA show. So hopefully I get to do in New
Baltimore?
York, and that'll
Oh,
be
New
the
York?
day before. That'll be the day before XPW in Newark. I would love to get double duty on that booty. It's been a while since I've done an MMA before wrestling. But if I can't make it, or if they're like, we don't have you in the budget, I'll mention you, Sean. Maybe you can fucking put the fucking duds on and do an MMA at Melrose or fucking Amazura or whatever.
Yeah, let me know.
Missouri's dope as fuck.
Let me know.
Haven't been
I
there in a
will.
long time.
I will.
I'm so
But I
proud.
don't got nothing coming up besides June 23rd because I guess XPW doesn't have a May date. Brian, you're in the board of committee. Says XPW have a May date? I haven't heard shit.
Oh, the next show is Look What You Made Me
I don't
Do.
think we do.
Look
Yeah.
What You Made Me Do.
Yeah.
Look what you made me do.
Look what you made him do.
Look what you made Brian do.
That's what you made him do, Brian.
Look what Brian made Brian do. And by Brian, I mean me also.
You are Brian.
Because so many people called me Brian over WrestleMania weekend. More than I've ever been mistaken for anybody over the course of my entire life combined.
We don't go many places together.
For that specific reason.
All right. What else? That's it. Let's call it. I tried to call it early.
You did. They dragged you back in. They dragged
We
you
got
back
four-
in.
We got 4 minutes.
Any Danny Monto?
It's been,
Oh, what? Come on.
Danny
No, I don't want to
What?
talk about anything like that.
He made a post about the Cat Martini situation and said back in the day she would have had her bones broken.
Oh.
You know why he said that? Because I said back in the day, Packing Princess could have gotten her hand broken for touching someone's bag in the back. That's the whole reason he said that. I'm saying it right now.
And that's the same thing Mitten said. Mitten said the same exact thing, but he said it like nicer. He said back in the day she would have gotten beaten up.
Yeah, Mitten's the expert.
Yeah.
The fucking seasoned vet, chiming in.
But I think as far as DeMonto, I think they had a venue change for their Chicago date. It's no longer at like the Berwyn Eagles. It's at some other place.
Okay.
And that's all I fucking know.
I mean,
and I think it's at a place that there's gonna be. It's a non-glass show. It's no glass.
It's the
No glass
Sean,
allowed.
you might know. Is it the AA? Is it the AAW building or the AIW?
AIW.
Okay, that's a beautiful Logan Square.
Yeah, a
That's what
nice
it's called, I
bar.
believe Logan Square.
In
Has a nice
Chicago.
bar.
This place is in
Beautiful.
Chicago, bro.
It looks like a
Dude,
church
it's beautiful.
inside.
Church.
It's a beautiful fucking shit.
Absolutely gorgeous.
ACH first got out of WWE and appeared there. Sammy first got out of WWE and appeared there. Kingston. It's got a lot of legacy, that building.
Mm-hmm. Got that right.
Sean,
Well,
why you look so sad, Sean?
Everybody's saying
good.
that
It's
Sean
high.
looks sad.
I'm good.
Sean's very angry.
He's
I'm
upset.
alright, bro.
Yeah,
No, I'm alright. I'm good, bro.
Nah, we
He's
got
got
put in jail
This
for
guy's
nothing.
got his whole life ahead of him.
I'm good, bro.
He's got his kid, star basketball player.
Star.
Yep.
I wasn't even gonna mention size 14 shoe, 36 points a game Jibby.
Mhm.
Shout out to him.
Yep. Gotta be a role model,
Right. That's right.
Post positive memes.
See, but
and
if
stuff.
you're
You
Boulevard
gotta
Bullies
post
are
positive
not meant to be role models.
Positivity and good takes.
Boulevard
I
nice
like to
guys.
consider
we should
myself-
create the Boulevard nice guys.
I like to
This is the
consider
worst show
myself
ever.
but like the 2006 DX Shawn Michaels. That's
Okay.
my equivalent to the Bullies. I'll say a little prayer, but I could be a little dirty. I know my boundaries.
Unlike Larry, who just full Valvinist earlier.
Was that filming?
You
I
can get the
wish, I
Valvinus
wish.
shirt on Boulevard Bullies Big Cartel, can you not? Is that still available, Patrick?
Choppy
There's
Choppy?
no Valvin. Oh, the Choppy Choppy.
There's no Valvina.
I gave the last remaining copy of
There's
that.
no Valvinus.
You don't even know what the fuck he got. He's making so much money.
Oh,
Brian.
stop it right now.
Brian, before we get out of here in exactly 1 minute, it's 8:59.
This is the worst show ever.
Can you
No.
deliver some sort of apology to the people you have offended?
I'm sorry if I've offended you. If you don't like what I post, I am giving you a warning to block me, not follow me, and anybody that shares my things follows me to share them to make other people upset with us. Because if you follow me,
Except
you
Boulevard
know what I'm
Bullies.
going to be posting. And if you don't like it, please block me.
And if they want to
all you
speak
gotta
to
do.
you, are you open to speaking about these said matters?
Yes, I am open.
Will you fight?
Inboxes. I don't want to fight.
your
I'm not
right.
a fighter. I'm not going to fight. If you want to attack me, I will protect myself.
But you do not.
I will protect myself.
Much like Brian
I will protect
blocked
myself.
Kid
But
Osborne's
you don't want to have
punches.
a fight.
I'm not a fighter. I will talk to you. I have opinions and I make content. I make content.
He's a content
that's
maker.
If we can put together a Boulevard Bullies backyard boogie baptism of death
I
Two
hate this show.
versus you and Chad Minis.
No, that means I have to
You fight
train.
him.
I'm not going to train. First of all, I like.
What if I train you?
If
What
anything, I want to book Cat
What if
versus
I train
Mittens.
you?
What if I train you and Brett train?
No,
train
no,
Chad?
we're doing Cat
How
versus
about that?
Mittens. We're doing Cat versus
I
Mittens.
don't want to wrestle Chad.
Backyard barbecue, too.
Sweaty body.
It's gonna be
Don't
Cat
touch
versus
Chad's
Mittens. Are you
sweaty
listening
body.
to my words?
Cat versus Mittens.
In a Backyard Barbecue 2.
Yo, that would be fucking amazing.
See who really knows more.
See, I think that Mittens is somebody that probably doesn't want to come on this show. Akira will come on the show.
Leave Mittens alone.
Me?
Yeah, leave Mittens alone.
Mittens
Yeah.
was
We're not bothering you.
He's a
Yeah,
worker.
right. You're allowed to talk about Mittens. I can't say Mittens.
I don't talk bad about Mittens.
I didn't- why is it-
Yeah,
We're not
exactly.
bothering him.
Exactly. That's
We're
exactly
not
correct.
bothering him.
He's a friend of the show. How dare you,
He's a,
Brian?
he's a performer
If
on it.
he
He's
wants
a
to
performer
say-
on a show.
How
If he
dare
wants
you?
to talk
No.
mad shit, I'm gonna bring this shit up.
The
and be like,
international
wait.
gigolo.
The international gigolo
How
performer
dare you?
on the show.
How
You're gonna
dare
say
you?
no,
He's
Sean?
been to
You're
UK
gonna tell
twice.
me that Mittens
He's
is not on the
been
show,
to
but I'm
UK
part
twice
more
on
part.
This show is great. We should
I
have
didn't
the
say
show
anything.
after
I'm
45
just saying.
minutes.
I can see the look in your face and the look in your eyes and your smug smirk.
Smug,
this
smug,
what you wanna do
smug,
about it, you
Look at
let
his
me know,
little.
we can figure
You're
it out.
angry.
What's
Oh, now
going
you're
on
gonna fight.
here?
Now you want to fight?
Well, Pat, play us out. Pat, play us out. This is
I
getting too
tried. I
heated for
told
even
you.
my
I
ass.
told
Talk
you.
about
I tried
my
to
boy
end
like
this.
that.
I tried to
I
end the
have
show
protection.
an hour and
I
a
have
half
protection.
ago.
You talking about
Play
my
us
boy
out.
like that?
Play us out.
I
What's
said,
going on?
I got two.
He's wrapped them in
Play us out.
socks.
I got two with socks. Two socks, obviously.
Well, listen. I'll tell you this.
I got the little. Where's the little one? The Bob's Burger
Pat,
sock.
play us out, Pat.
It's the Bob's Burger
Go ahead,
sock.
Pat.
The little one got the Bob's Burger sock.
Pat has a
Pat,
big mustache.
Play us out.
You're getting yelled at now, Patrick.
I am. I'm letting the anticipation grow with Brian and his socks.
Play us out.
Socks are the best part. Better than foil.
Well, guess what?
There we go.
On the march to episode 100, sometimes we're over here on the West Coast. Sometimes we're over here on the East Coast. Sometimes it's us versus the world. And sometimes it's us versus each other. But one thing is for sure and proven over the course of, at this point, over 100 episodes almost.
Hun.
We're smarter than you. And we're cooler than you. And we don't gotta change our teeth or get tattoos. Because we were fucking born with our teeth. And we were born with our tattoos. And to us, the rim job section is a real thing that we live by. And anybody else who's got anything else to say about it can, 2 words, die slow. And anybody else who has an opinion, we don't care. And until next time, Blvd Bullies. Out of time. Bye-bye.